Imagine if this was the Love Life Superstar movie. Imagine this was the movie. If it was, I think it would have been one of the best movies. Like, the first movie of Love Life was phenomenal. It was great. It showed the impact Muse had when it came to on the idol world and how it helped spread it across the world, going to America and then doing one where all the idols in Japan came together and they were like just doing the performance. You know, part two, which was Sunshine, that was okay. It was okay. Nothing really special. It was just kind of a repeat of the first one. They did their own little thing, but that's the kind of message you got from Sunshine, that they had to find a way to become their own idols instead of always chasing after the ideal of Muse. Now this one, I guess it really focused really on, um, the first part. There's always two parts to these movies. And the first part focused on Cuckoo and her struggle of accepting of what she wants to be. But it also went into full circle, as you can tell. Remember, the very beginning of Superstar, Kanan was okay with being the journal section of the school. She was okay with that because she had stage fright, so she thought she'd never really sing in front of a big audience. And then here comes Cuckoo. Here's her sing. Cuckoo is the one who wants to create an idol group in this school. She chases Kanan everywhere she goes. She encourages Kanan to get back into singing. Not just get back into singing, but being an idol as well. And because of that, Kanan found her love for singing again. She overcame her fear of singing in front of a crowd, of stage fright. It's because of Cuckoo being that light, that spark that Kanan needed in order to get over her hurdles. She is the person she is today, where everyone knows Kanan, where she is this fearless leader that everyone sees her as, even though she's kind of bit of a she's still kind of insecure despite all the things she's been through. That's just who she is as a person. But because of Cuckoo, Cuckoo was there. This is the one that started it all. Now we're here on the third season where Cuckoo, which we never really dive into her backstory. We just know that, her father sent her there and she didn't win Love Life. She would have to go back home. They won Love Life, but there's something that we didn't truly understand when it came to her past. And as you see it, she was a genius prodigy. She was good at studying. In whatever subject she was in, she was good at it. So the parents probably want her to go to a college, like most strict and not very uptight and successful parents. The ones in really good households. They want them to go to college, not waste their life to uphold the family name in a way. And Cuckoo was the younger sister. And usually when it comes to younger or older sister, it determines on situations. One of them is going to feel obligated to always pay the parents back every single time. Seen it a lot before, real life and in fiction, where there was that one child who feels obligated of obeying the parents' every needs and orders. It happens all the time, and Cuckoo felt the same way. She felt like she had to pay back her parents' kindness, but again, it's not really just kindness; it's the parents' obligation to look after their children at the end of the day. But sometimes kids don't think that way, or sometimes parents don't think that way. So because of that, Cuckoo felt like she had to do this. But as life went on for Cuckoo, she started looking at some things in the window. She saw the idols performing, and to the point where she couldn't contain herself anymore. She couldn't contain, like, okay, I have to do something, maybe if I just peek a little. And that peek became a stare. And now that stare became, okay, I have to do this. So she asked her parents to go to Japan in order to become a school idol. And what she did. And as you can see in season 2, she prospered. She became well known. But it's because of her this happens. She's the one that truly started everything in this series of Superstar. And now she feels like, despite all their accomplishments, she feels like she has to, when she graduates, she has to go to college. And for out of her parents' wishes and everything. So that's what she feels like she has to do. However, Sermaine, and I thought it would have been good to have Sermaine as the one to really push her to follow her dreams, but now I think about it, not really, because a full circle thing happened here. It was Kanan that was the one to truly push her. Because think about it, as I said before, it's because of Cuckoo, Kanan is the person she is today. She's no longer afraid. She is the great leader that she is. So it feels like now I have to pay this in return, because Cuckoo has done so much for Kanan. Now Kanan's here for Cuckoo and everything. Why do you think she would drop everything? I'm pretty sure she'll do it for the other members of Leela as well, but she would drop everything, especially for Cuckoo, because she is the one who started it all for her. So of course she'd be busy, she'd be practicing. She's gonna make time for this girl. She's gonna go out her way to talk to this girl because she is her shining light. You know, that's who Cuckoo is to her, which is just lovely at the end of the day. When I really think about it. So I'm here for thinking, yeah, Starmine should have been the one to be it. But no, no. It's Cuckoo. Cuckoo's definitely the one. I mean, Kanan. Yes, Kanan is the one that should have been there for Cuckoo in the end. And Chisato's little sneaky self, freaking like, quickly while they're on stage, let's persuade them. Sometimes people do the weirdest things in the hype of the moment. In that moment where Connor's group was on to cheer for Cuckoo and Leela, Chisato took that advantage as in the being in the moment and said, okay, since we're all here on stage, let's perform together. And it's like, of course they had to do that, so they did a performance together. And said, why not? We're in Shanghai after all, so let's do that. And they did. And it was a nice little lovely performance. And Cookie was able to tell her parents that, hey, I want to do this forever. I want to sing and be an idol forever. Can you be an idol forever? I'm not quite sure. It's a possibility. Who knows? But anyways, I enjoyed it, and this was nice, Like I said, if this was a movie, this should have been a movie. But maybe it's just good just being a third season overall. But this was movie material, in my opinion. Love Life movie material anyways. So I'm glad we got that. And we got to see some fun things, Seeing Margaret acting a bit of a goof in this episode was kind of hilarious, especially when she was at the buffet, just going by, just paying up stuff, eating stuff. And my sister's been to, well, at least Korea and stuff, and they said how food there is very cheap and stuff. But if you live in the non-tourist areas, buying certain things, well, depending where you're at, is very expensive. Like certain meats, like beef meats and stuff, is very expensive. Pig meat's also very expensive. But chicken meat, of course, is always cheap. Chicken meat's cheap almost anywhere you go to. Chickens are easy to grow and stuff. And even buying certain vegetables and fruits are very expensive. So watermelon here is like $6 and stuff. But watermelon over there can be sometimes up to $13. So yeah, the economy determines on the rarity and the imports of your food. It'll determine the price of it. But anyways, I'm off that subject. But it seems like the next episode is going to be about Conan's group find a way to take down Lilia in a way. Can they truly take them down? Even they make a better performance in them. Can they truly take down Lilia for the spot at Love Live? Which is going to be hard to do because even though they have Kanan, they have Margaret, and they have the new up-and-coming star Tamari, you still have that name brand recognition sometimes. Sometimes even the brand itself doesn't have to make good products. It just has to be a well-known brand that people will fly to and keep buying, despite how crap it may be. I'm not saying this on Lilia, but I'm just saying as an example of brand recognition in a way. You have a brand that's been around and people know that brand and it sells. To them is great stuff, even though it could be mediocre. But then you have this new brand that could sell something that's even better, but no one's going to go to it because they don't know it that much. Only people's brains will go to that brand because they know it's better. They don't follow the brands themselves, they follow the quality of the product. Unfortunately, we live in a society, we don't do that. So that's what next episode is going to be about. But anyways, this episode was great. Still sad it wasn't a movie. It would have been great to be a movie, but then I would have to wait almost over a year just to see it. Because how it works over there is that we can't get a good quality version of a movie over there in anime unless it hits Blu-ray. If it's in theaters, no one's going to be there to pirate it like they do here, where by the time, hell, before a movie even hits theaters, the movie's already out on the internet. It's not like that over there. You're not, it's going to be really hard to get that stuff illegally over there. It's just not. But anyways, I'm excited to see what happens next. See where this goes. Who's going to go to Love Live? Will they go to Love Live together, or will they subvert expectations and only one of them go to Love Live? I'm thinking it's going to be the latter, where what if the thing I want to happen? Leela goes back to Love Live because they beat Conan. They beat Conan by showing that they can surpass her and they don't need her as a leader. Not in a mean way, but saying, you taught us so much that we can stand on our own. That is the best solution, in my opinion, how things can turn out for this. But hey, that's just me. We'll see. But anyways, that's all I got for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Background on Anime. Signing out.